Well, hello everyone. How are you? I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that all of you could join me. We're going to hang out for just a moment. I see a lot of people jumping on. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sue. Oh, I see Diane is on here. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to show you some really cute cards. So I'm going to be live today, obviously, and again tomorrow. Going to break down the projects. So today we're going to do two cards that are super adorable. Tomorrow we're going to do another two cards. And you will have a chance to get this awesome, adorable card kit. So it's an 8-card kit, and you can get the chance to get this kit for free. So I'll explain that a little later, but let's get crafting. So we're going to be using the Sweet Bugs bundle. So we have the stamp set and we have the dies. And then I've also used, I love these dies, the beautifully celebrated dies. If you don't have them, you need to have them. Look at all these. These are amazing. Love it. Okay, so I have the majority of the bits and pieces already cut out to kind of help save on some time. So in the kit, you will definitely need your own stamp set. As far as the dies go, I guess you could, if you didn't have it in the budget, you can always cut them out by hand. So there really isn't anything that you couldn't cut out by hand. All right, so we are going to start. We are going to make, I'm going to show you this. Isn't this adorable? Super cute. Look at that. Super cute. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, let me peel this off. And we're going to take out some of our bits and pieces here. So we have our Petal Pink cardstock. It's just the regular half sheet of cardstock. And, oh, let me just fix my camera a little bit here. There we go. All right, we're going to cut this in, or fold this in half. You don't need to cut it in half. It's already cut. All right. So I'm breaking down the card class because some of you have said that it was too much to try and watch all of the cards in one sitting. So we're doing it in 2 days. So it'll be about 20-25 minutes. All right, so we have that. We're going to just hold on to this. Now I had taken some of this designer series paper, super pretty paper. Let me just show you real quick. So this is the Lovely Blossoms designer series paper. So I love that you can cut these out and you already have a card front. Isn't that cool? I have that. Isn't that nice? And then here is the flip side. Oh, that's the same one. I love it. Super pretty. I just think this is such gorgeous paper. And here's the pink that we're using. And I have some little bits and pieces here. Isn't that nice? All right, and then we have the framelits. And then here's the back side. So we're going to be using this paper. And again, this is the Lovely Blossoms 12 by 12 paper. All right, so let me move that on the side. Okay, so I have this really pretty paper. It's already cut, and we're just simply going to put it right on the front of our card. Now, if you wanted to step this card up a little bit, you could put these on with some dimensionals. We are going to just lay them flat. You could also have like another layer of paper on here. So you could do that as well. I'm just going to put some adhesive on here. I'm going to start right in the center. I like to start in the center because then you can always shift the top and the bottom where you want it. Or if you started at the top and then you started spacing, you may end up with too much space at the bottom. So I like to start in the center. And let's see here, what do the margins look like here? There we go. So I will be back here again tomorrow, same time, and we will do the other two cards. There we go. All right, so let's put this on the side. Now I have, let's see, this is going to go on the inside of the card. All right, everyday arches. These dies have been out for a while, and I die cut one out of the basic beige and then one out of white. So we're going to have our white, and let's do some stamping. So we are going to grab the stamp that says, "Hello, friend." And let's get this on our block. And we're just going to use our black. Juice that up. And I want to start just with a quick stamp on some scrap paper. There we go, just to make sure it's stamping nicely. We're going to put this up towards the top, just like that. All right, so let's move our stamp pad out of the way and hope we don't get ink all over everything. So if you've watched me before, you know that stuff kind of happens. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. Put that back. There we go. All right, so let's build. You know what, before we build, let's attach this to our basic beige. Only because once we start getting layers on here, the adhesive kind of gets a little wonky. So we're just gonna put our adhesive on the back and kind of center this out. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now I need my scratch paper again because we're going to do some coloring. So I have already stamped out the little flower. Does anybody know what kind of flower that is? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. All right, so we have our little ladybug. We have some flowers. So again, to save on some time, I had already stamped these out. So let's do just a quick color. So we will start with our flower. So I have Old Olive. So I'm just going to color this in. You could use the brush side if you want. I'm just using the bullet portion of it. So we have that. Do we need anything else for green while I have this open? We do, but for this I'm going to use the little brush. There's no rhyme or reason on coloring that because it has lines, so I'm just kind of swooshing, just doing a little swoosh. Now we're going to take our dark Old Olive. I'm going to use, whoop, oh, that went flying. All right, so we're going to use the brush portion, and we're just going to put a little bit of the marker on here. I'm going to color the leaf. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I don't think I need the green for anything else. So I'll put that on the side. Now we need to color in our little flowers. They look like little upside down tulips, little bells, don't they? Okay, so I am going to grab, what am I going to grab? I'm going to grab a dark bubble bath and use the brush portion. Now, normally when I color, I like to leave the stamped image on the full piece of paper so that it's a little easier to handle. So I'm just going to do a couple swooshies just to kind of outline it with the dark. And then I'm going to come back in with the light. Oh, hi, Jasmine. Thank you for watching. All right, so we have that. Now let's grab the light bubble bath. And we're just going to go in here, kind of blend that in, just like that. Awesome. Now we have these little flowers, so let's color those in. So I'm going to use the dark petal pink. I'm just going to color those. This goes really quick. I just think these little bugs are so stinking cute. Okay, so we have that. We got these. And now what I would like to do is color in our little ladybug. So I have the dark real red. Going to be using the bullet end of the marker. And we're going to be just coloring in this sweet little ladybug. So here in Adams, we have these little bugs. They look like ladybugs, but let me tell you, they are not. I believe they are Asian beetles. They're more orangey in color. And let me tell you, these little guys, they bite. I swear they have big teeth. I don't know. But yeah, they bite and they leave this nasty trail everywhere they crawl. It's really gross. So I'm always washing my walls because they get in the house. How they manage that is beyond me. My house is very clean, and I don't know why they want to come in. I have nothing for them. Okay, so now I'm going to grab, what am I going to grab? Let's grab the light bubble bath, and we'll color in our book. Oh, and then we have this other bug. I don't know the real name for it, but everyone calls it a stink bug. And primarily because when you squish it, it stinks. It has this weird odor to it. So those come out. But I guess the Asian beetles that look like the little ladybug, they are from soy fields. So when they harvest the soy fields, they come out of there. But there's really no harvesting going on right now. For heaven's sakes, 2 weeks ago we had like 2 feet of snow. Crazy snowstorm. Okay, so now what we're going to do is attach these pieces to our tag. And I need my dimensionals because we're going to pop up these little guys. So let's put some dimensionals on here. Now, if you don't feel comfortable lining up a larger dimensional on the flowers, you can always cut them, or you can simply use the smaller mini dimensionals. So I have a little bit extra here. Just going to nip that off, and I don't like doing that because it's going to gum up my scissors. So we will have to be cleaning those. All right, so let's put this right about here. We're not going to press anything down just yet because I want to make sure I have everything where I would like it. So I'll put some dimensionals on here. So anyways, while I'm doing dimensionals, let me tell you, you can get this 8-card kit for free. All you need to do is simply place an order of $50 in my online store, and I will send you this 8-card kit for free. I'm showing you 2 cards today. I'll show you 2 cards tomorrow. But you can order from now until next Monday. So normally it would be until Sunday, but with Easter being on Sunday, I'm sure there's not going to be a whole lot of shopping going on. Okay, let's move that just a little bit down. There we go. And I do have the link and all the information attached to this video. And then I do have a bonus. So if your purchase before shipping and handling and tax and all that, any kind of rewards or coupon codes or anything, if it's more than the $50, so for 60 and over, I'm going to send you a mystery gift. The mystery gift is valued anywhere between $10, $15 to $20 in that range. So you don't know what you're going to get. It's brand new. It's a product that has not been opened or used or anything. You will love it. So if that's not an incentive, I don't know what is. But it will be something that you will be able to use on your projects. All right, so set that right in the center, just like that. And now the card needs an insert. So let's just put some adhesive on our white. And again, like I always say, you can always stamp something on it. Stamp it before you put it in the card, in case you make a mistake. That's a little off, but that'll be all right. There we go. Oh, you know what? We need our bling. So our bling that I'm using today is the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. Last I checked, they were still available. So there's that. So let's see here. Let's grab some of the green. We'll put one there, and we'll grab another small one. All right, so there's that. Here's card number 1. Super cute. So in your kit, you'll get to make 2 of these. And now remember, the stamps and the ink, they do not come in the kit, so you will need your own. If you don't have this particular bug set, you can always use what you have. But you will get all the cardstock, the designer series paper. I'll even send you a few of the gems that you can use on your project. So there's that. All right, card number 2 is a fun little card. So this one I had already done the die cutting and the coloring, because I think you all know how to color. So here's some petal pink flowers. And then I used balmy blue for the flag, daffodil delight on the little trumpet. Isn't he cute? I have to lift him up so you can see him. Isn't he adorable? Cute. Okay. So then I colored him with, I think it was petal pink and calypso coral. Not 100% sure, but in your tutorial, you will get all that information. All right. Start with the first things first. We're going to take our cardstock. This is the cloud cover. And we're going to fold this in half. I'm going to press it down. You want a nice crisp edge. All right. Let's start from the inside out. Let's put our insert on the inside. Just so that's one less piece on the table. There we go. We got that. Now, oops, I have that designer series paper. I just cut a strip. All the measurements are in, it'll all be pre-cut for you, but all the measurements will be in the tutorial. So we're just going to lay this flat. And you know what? If you decide you like this side better, you could always show this side. No worries. All right, edge to edge. All right, let's put this on the side. And let's stamp our sentiment. Okay, so we want to use, I think they have cute sentiments. Okay, spread joy. So this was the same bundle that I focused on for the March card club. So I'll show you the cards that we made during card club. I think you will like them. All right. So let me just put that. All right, let me cover this here. We don't need a catastrophe happening. Okay. Now we'll just slide this, put that on the side. All right, so we have a piece of basic white, and I cut a piece of basic white slightly smaller, and I embossed it. And I am so bad, you can't really tell on here. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It escapes me. I had it with me, and I forgot to grab it from the studio. So, the description for the embossed piece will be in the tutorial. Plus, when you get your kit, it'll already be embossed for you. So you don't have to worry about that. So we're just going to attach it flat. I know, I should know the name of it. But, you know, product comes and goes so quickly lately that it's like, I can't remember all this. Makes me mental. All right, so we're going to put that right in the center. Press that down. Let's grab some dimensionals. So I'm going to pop that up. I'll take the backs off right away. So today here in Adams, it is like mid-70s today. It is super warm. The weather this spring has just been crazy. We had like almost 80-degree weather, and then like 2 days later we had a snowstorm blizzard where we got like 2 feet of snow. And then a week later it's in the 70s. Go figure. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so we're just going to put that on. Let's put some more dimensionals on our tag, our little label. And one more. That was a little close, but that's all right. So we're just going to put this right in the center. And you could always go ahead and add some ribbon or some twine if you would like. Come on, there we go. All right, now let's add our little bugs. For these little ants, I definitely want to use the mini dimensionals. I'm just going to grab a couple. I'm going to flip these little guys over. These little ants are cute. I like cute little ants. I don't like them if they come in my house. In the country, we find a lot of things coming in the house. It's like, ugh. So this city girl is still trying to get used to country living, let me tell you. All kinds of things. I was outside today with the dog, and I swear there's like a huge bee swarm in one of my trees. It sounds so loud. At first I thought, oh, maybe that's a drone, because I know drones kind of sound like bees. But no, no. If it was a drone, it had to have lost its juice by now, because it's been all morning. All right, so we have our little guys. Let's do the 2 outside ones. So they're just going to be like in their little marching band here. This guy's dancing in the back. This guy has his little flag. He's super cute. Okay, now I die cut these little flowers out of Petal Pink. You will get them already die cut out for you, so you will not need to worry about that. Let's get our dimensionals on there. And let's see here, this one I think I'm going to do flat though. So let me grab that one. And could use a mini glue dot. I suppose I could have grabbed one of those. But we're just going to put this one like right here flat. And then I'll grab one of these little ones and we'll put a little dimensional on the back. So, can you believe it? This Sunday is already Easter. I just can't even believe it. Crazy. Where has this year gone already? My goodness. Flip that up on top. Okay. And we have one more. Let's see here. I think we'll do him flat, and for him I'm going to grab a little mini glue dot. It just makes more sense. And we'll put that one right there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now, of course, you need bling. You have to have bling. So let's use, I really love this cloud cover. So let's grab one of those. We'll put that here, if it will come off. Let's grab a bigger one. I'll put that right there. Let's grab some white ones. I think the white is really nice. Oop, get on there. Come on. And let's see, let's do another white one. And the other little flower. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually I do odd, but we have an odd number of flowers. So I think that'll be fine. All right. So let me know what you think. I hope you like these. So here's our second card. So I think on this flag I used Pool Party instead of the Balmy Blue. So you can color them however you would like. Now when you get your kit, you will have to do your own coloring. That I will not do for you. Okay, so here are the first two cards. So you're in your kit, you will get to make 2 of these. So everything here, you will get the cardstock, the designer series paper. You'll get the frames die cut for you. You will have to have your own stamps. So you could either purchase the sweet bugs or you could always use what you have. But you will have extra paper so that you'll be able to stamp them out. All right, so that is all I have for you, lovelies. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. God bless.